What's up, guys? It's Nate.
And Channing.
And today we're going to check out the new My Bloody Valentine board game from the Stop the Killer series. We have another video on the channel where I show the Silent Night, Deadly Night board game, which was the first in the series. This is the second in the series. Now, a little bit of history for those that you don't know. Maybe you didn't watch the previous video. Maybe I didn't talk about it enough. So the Stop the Killer franchise is a board game series that was created by my friend, business partner, extraordinaire, Anthony Massey. And he is involved with it with Ben Scrivens over at Fright Rags. And they produced the first in the series, which was Silent Night, Deadly Night, the game. And now we have the second in the series, just in time for Valentine's Day, My Bloody Valentine, the game. And I have all the stuff that comes with it. If you got the full set series, the expansion packs, everything that you could possibly get with it. So I got the full game set up here. So we're going to take a look at it here in a second. Now, this game is based on the 1981 film, My Bloody Valentine, and they actually worked really closely with the director and the producer of that film, George Mahalkin and Greg Dunning, to make this a possibility. So the original filmmakers behind the movie were heavily involved in this board game, in the creation and the design and the approval process, everything. So it's got their stamp of approval, and we're gonna check it out right now. All right, guys, so first off, we're gonna take a look at the box here. So this is a really awesome box. Design is very similar to the box for the Silent Night, Deadly Night game. We've got brand new artwork here. It's a nice matte finish gloss box. It's not cheap at all. Does not feel cheap. Does not look cheap. Looks great. Feels great. It's gonna look awesome on your shelf, and sitting at the table when you're playing this with your friends. So the box is amazing. This artwork is just insane. All right, let's take a look at the game itself. Let's get this off of here. So first we have, this is going to be the instruction booklet. Again, loaded with amazing artwork. It's got an ad there for the first game in the series, Silent Night, Deadly Night. The one thing about these games, guys, is that they're designed to be really simple, really easy to play. That was kind of one of the goals of the Stop the Killer series when Anthony sat down to kind of come up with this idea and look at what a board game would be that he would want and that a lot of people would want. So he started looking at similar board games in the sense of like there's a Jaws board game out there, there's a Friday the 13th board game out there. And he was really starting to look at a lot of these board games and reading about them online and researching. And in his research, he found that the biggest complaint for most of these games was how complicated they were and how confusing they were and how hard it was to learn how to play. So falling straight in line with what he did with the Silent Night, Deadly Night game, this game's going to be really easy to play right out of the box. The instructions are really easy to follow. They are very detailed, but they're super easy to follow. And it's a really nice instruction book. In the back, it's got all the names of the Kickstarter customers, the Kickstarter backers that backed it during its initial run on Kickstarter. Now, this game was a Kickstarter exclusive, and it will eventually be available, I believe, on frightrags.com. But for now, Kickstarter was the only way to get it. But keep an eye on frightrags, stopthekiller.com for your chance to get one if you didn't already. So we have the instruction book here. We've got a little card that just kind of makes it easier. It's like a reminder for like some of the stuff that when you're playing the game, a lot of people, if you just want a quick reference, you got this card you can set out next to the game. And just like the Silent Night, Deadly Night game, there is a QR code here that you can scan. And whenever you scan this, it takes you to a video on the Stop the Killer website that shows you a very detailed video on how to play this game. So it really makes it easy. Here we got the card that shows Harry's path, which is the path that the killer moves along on the board as you play. And some cool artwork on the back there. We've got the pieces here. As you can see, I just opened this, so it's not set up or anything. But we have the roadblocks. We have the Chief Newbie badge. We have the Harry Warden minor piece. And then we have the character pieces, TJ, Mabel, Sarah, and Mayor Hanniger, all from the original 1981 slasher classic. Now let's take a look at the board. Again, great artwork. That's the original poster artwork there. Then we got the logo right here. And it's kind of set up to almost look like a Valentine card when you open it up. It's got this really cool heart-shaped design. And let's take a look at the board. Really awesome, guys. Amazing new artwork of kills from the film, even some that you don't necessarily see, such as Madame Mabel in the laundromat. And it's got that nice foiling to it. Just a really great looking game board there. Oh, I gotta take a break a minute. That hurt my back bending over like that. Whew. Okay. And next we have the fight spinner, the kill spinner. This is kind of a retro thing that they got going with the game that's really cool, kind of reminiscent of 80s board games. And this is what you spin whenever you run into Harry. We've got a really nice dice shaker here. It's got the My Bloody Valentine poster image on it. And it's got this awesome little bonus little picture there on the bottom. So this thing is really cool. And then the bag to keep the pieces in is a Madame Mabel's laundry bag. Really cool, guys. Really, really creative, really inventive. Get this open here. Okay, what do we got in here? So there we got the weapons. We've got metal weapons here, real metal weapons. Let's get this open. Wow, that's actually like, man, that's a real weapon. That's really pointy. That's awesome. So we got weapon number 1. Weapon number 2. Got the little nail gun there that he uses. And of course, Harry's pickaxe. Nice quality, actual metal weapons. And these are the little plastic pieces that go on the character thing, so you can move them around the board. Then we've got these little red plastic hearts, and those are your lives in the game, essentially. And then you've got the die. Really cool. The moving die has little hearts on it. And then you have a set of cards. All right, guys, so that was a look at the core set. That's what you get if you just buy the game itself, just the standard game. Now we're going to take a look at some of the add-ons, some of the expansion packs that you can get. So here we have expansion pack 1. And this is really cool, really awesome design. It's designed off of one of the actual Valentine's like candy boxes that you see in the film. So it's really awesome. Let me get this open here. Take a look. All right, so this shows what comes in the expansion pack. And I'll show you guys like a close-up of everything. I'm gonna set it all up so you can see, like, we're not gonna play it for you, but we're gonna show you like what the game looks like when it's actually set up. But this is expansion pack 1. Includes a mini replica of the heart-shaped candy box from My Bloody Valentine right here. Comes with 6 new game pieces, new characters, more characters from the film, and 10 additional game cards, okay? So that's that. Let's get this open here. And I love this around the edges. It says My Bloody Valentine, the game. This is I can't express enough how quality these games are. They're super high quality. You definitely get your money's worth. So inside here, we have the additional character pieces. We have Hollis. We have Happy. We have Sylvia. We got Patty. We got Axel. And we have Howard. And then, of course, it comes with more of the little plastic pieces that go on the bottom, whatever character you decide to play. And then we got our 10 additional playing cards, game cards for the game. So that is what you get in Expansion Pack 1. Now let's take a look at Expansion Pack 2. Now this one comes in a really nice, kind of like a miniature game box here. Explains everything that's on the back there, but I will read it for you guys. So this Expansion Pack 2 contains a 15-second red sand timer and 30 sealed movie-based trivia cards. So all players must agree to having a trivia set background. So basically, this just adds more to the game when you're playing. You don't have to play the game with the trivia, but it's highly recommended that you do. And there's 30 sealed cards, so they're sealed, so you can't just like cheat. It kind of makes it more fun. There's only one. You only get you don't get a chance to use the trivia card every time you play. So these 30 cards are going to last you a long time. And if you do get a chance during a game to play, you are only going to end up doing it once per game. So these 30 cards will last you quite a while. So I'm going to go ahead and get this Expansion Pack 2 opened up. And here is the 30 sealed trivia questions for the game. And there is your red sand timer that you use while you're doing the trivia question. So that's a really cool expansion pack as well, guys. Now, this is my favorite part. Might be a little biased here, but this is my favorite part. So, this is an add-on that you could also get. So, this was actually an idea that I came up with while I was discussing the board game with Anthony. We were talking about the pieces and what the game was going to be, and I said, hey, what would be really great if the minor piece, the Harry Warden killer piece, actually had an LED light on his helmet and it lit up when you could have a lighted minor Harry Warden piece while you're playing the game. And Anthony was like, that's an amazing idea. We're definitely doing that. So he made it a reality. So here it is in this box. Light up LED minor game piece. Like I said, this is an add-on. As Harry moves around the game board, his minor helmet glows bright. The ultimate accessory for the board game based on the classic movie. Got a little picture of it on there. Now this is one that I'm keeping sealed for myself. But I do have one here. So this is, again, the box. And right out of the box, I'll show you. So this is your piece. That's okay, don't worry about those. This is your piece right here. Okay, so you can see he's got a little LED light on the top there. Then it comes with this little card here. They're little punch outs. One of them is a movie poster. You just a little bonus. It's not even really part of the game. It's just cool. You get this little tiny mini My Bloody Valentine movie poster. But then you punch out this little heart here. Secret Magnet Valentine Heart. So we're going to punch that out. And this is actually a magnet. There's a magnet in here. And when you get this close to the minor, lights up. Harry Warden now has his minor helmet on with the LED light showing. How freaking cool is that? I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to get a little bit closer here and show you. So you put the magnet on it to make it go off, put it on it to make it go on, and there you go. There's your LED lighted piece for the game. So awesome. So glad that this became a reality. All right, guys, so as you can see, it's a pretty amazing set altogether, especially when you get all the add-ons, when you get the expansion packs 1 and 2, when you get the LED lighted minor piece with it. You're really going to have like an amazing setup, and I can't, again, stress enough how awesome the quality is on all this stuff. One other thing we wanted to show you before we do the setups, we're going to show you some shots of what the game looks like when it's set up. Also released at the same time as this board game, and also made possible by Anthony Massey and George Mahalkin, is the My Bloody Valentine novelization. Really cool. This is like old school. Some of you that are my age probably remember that was kind of commonplace. Every time a movie would come out in theaters, there would be a novelization of it. And what was really cool about those back then was a lot of times the novelization was based off of like the original script. It wasn't, they wanted the book to come out when the movie came out. They wanted it to coincide. So it's not like the author that was hired to write it would watch the movie and then write the book based on the movie. He would basically be given a script. And generally, he would have to get started before they even started making the movie. So the script that the novels are usually based on is original drafts. So a lot of times there's some different stuff in the novels, which is really, really, really cool. But we are getting, and we have, a My Bloody Valentine novel. It's got a foreword by George Mahalka in it, and it is written by Armando Munoz. And he is amazing. I've had a chance to read probably about half of this, and I was also, given excerpts from it as it was being written, shown. I was able to read some, and it's amazing. Amazing book. It's really quality hardcover. Just an amazing book. And what's really fun, guys, in the About the Author section here, Armando is now working on writing a novelization of Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is going to be incredible. But again, this is so cool. And if you were one of the lucky ones to get this early on, you get this really nice little envelope with it. A little heart there, going with the Valentine's theme. Let's see what's in here.
I wonder if it's from Harry.
I don't know. All right, so we got a sticker here, and it is George Mahalka and the author, Armando Munoz, autograph. So it's basically like having an autographed copy of the book. I imagine if you wanted to, you could take that sticker out and stick it on the inside there, or you could just keep it however you wanted to do it. But there it is, guys. There's the autograph. And then you also get, which will come in handy when you're reading it, an official My Bloody Valentine, the novel bookmark. And on the back there, as you see, it's a first edition hardcover printing. So this is only available if you order this limited edition hardback copy. I believe it's eventually going to be released in paperback, which will be cool, and I'll have to get that too because I love collecting novelizations, especially in paperback form. But the hardback version is the only way to get the bookmark, and it's also the only way to get the autographs. And also, there is a chapter in here that is exclusive to this first edition hardback. So if you wait and you get the paperback version, still going to be amazing, but you're going to miss out on that extra chapter that's in here. So highly recommend picking one of these up as well. Like I said, just go to stopthekiller.com for more information on all this stuff. And now Channing and I are going to set this game up to give you guys a look at it.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. Please like and make sure to subscribe.